90% of channels fail to get views and grow on YouTube. But what if I told you it's actually simple when you know how? I monetized my channel in 5 months following a simple 4-step process every time I made a video. And today I'm going to share that process with you so you know exactly what to focus on to grow your channel. When you strip away all of the confusing advice out there, growing a channel comes down to one thing: making videos that people want to watch. But if it's that simple, why do 9 out of 10 channels fail? Statistically, only 1 out of 10 people watching this video will get 1,000 subscribers, so it can't be that easy, can it? You need to imagine every video having 4 pillars, and if one of those pillars is missing, your video will fall down and die. Now sadly, most channels fail because they focus on making content but they completely ignore the pillars that support it. So today I'm going to show you what each pillar represents and why each one is so important for YouTube success. And if you keep these in mind every time you make a video, you will get more views and your channel will grow. So the first pillar is truly understanding your ideal viewer, and I'll show you why it's so important. I worked with a channel recently that was getting loads of impressions but barely any views, and when I looked at their content I could clearly see why. Almost every video was about a different topic with random personal updates sprinkled in throughout the week. And when I asked them who their content was actually for, they couldn't answer the question, which unfortunately is a really common problem on YouTube. Once we got clear on who their ideal viewer was and we applied the strategy I'm going to show you today, they went from barely getting any views to getting 800 subscribers in 6 weeks. It's the same for my channel. Every video I make is for people who want to grow their channel and get more views. And as a result, I got 100,000 views in 4 months. Now, I'm not saying this to brag, but to prove to you that this works. When each one of your videos speak to the same person, not only does your viewer notice for them, but so does YouTube. So before you make your next video, you need to ask yourself, who is this video for? And keep them in mind the whole way through. Because if you don't know who you're speaking to, neither will YouTube and your channel will fail. Then we move on to the next pillar, which is making videos your viewer actually wants to watch, which might seem obvious, but if you've ever had low views on a video, it's because nobody was interested in it. When I first started my channel, I had great ideas, but none of them performed as videos. The problem was I thought my ideas were great, but my target audience didn't. And a lot of creators that I work with face exactly the same issue, making videos that they think are good ideas, but just aren't. But luckily, there's a simple solution, because now that you've defined your ideal viewer, it's really easy to validate your idea before you start creating. So before you ever hit record, just spend 10 minutes on YouTube and see if other people have made similar videos. Did those videos do well? And what unique perspective can you add to it? This will completely remove the guesswork and stop you from making videos for an audience that doesn't exist. And checking these things every time you make a video will dramatically increase your chances of that video doing well. Then we move on to the third pillar, which is providing value to your audience. And most people get this backwards because all they care about is getting more views. When you make videos that attract your ideal viewer and then provide value to that person, they enjoy your content, watch it to the end, and then come back for more. Because people are on this platform for value, to learn something, to feel something, or be entertained. So you need to ask yourself, what value do you provide your viewer? That is how you build a reputation as a channel worth watching. And now we move on to pillar 4, channel alignment, something every successful creator has in common. It's about taking the principles that you applied to single videos and then replicating them across your whole channel. And here's what happens when you get this right. Your ideal viewer finds one of your videos, gets value from it, and then checks out the rest of your content. They see that all of your content is exactly what they're looking for and they start binging it. And when they do that, YouTube is going to suggest more of your content to them and people with similar viewing habits. And that is how a channel grows quickly. So next time you make a video, ask yourself, who is it for? Do they actually want it? And does it provide them value? Then repeat that process every single video. And now that you've got the right people watching your content, you need to keep them watching from start to finish. And this next video will show you exactly how to do that. So watch that and I'll see you over there.